Where's the forts? Where's the challenge? You're a fort. Jake, go for Diplotech. It'll keep your vassals in check. Yeah, but all my subjects are fairly alright as it is. Agitated for liberty. Yeah, I'm just going to have to assume that they're all going to get a plus 25 from that, which is a bit of a pain. But yeah, keeping them in check is fairly important. We'll work on that. Guess I have just that many enemies. And tell you what, if I'm never using these forts, why do they even exist? I mean, really. I wonder that about many things and people. Why do you exist? You're useless. Tabaristan, defensive religious offense. Okay, it doesn't always work out like that anymore, but I find it highly likely that they would end up with that. Also you there. It's not really all that necessary to have so many, well, I can have an extra colony without a colonist on it. The cost does not scare me. Good guy Gujarat helping me out. And Tabaristan use Persian ideas. Well, that's handy because I can see them here. Well, that's not very handy because I can't see much of it there. Oh well, I think we'll grab Tabaristan whilst we're here. If we can chew through enough land. That's nasty though. It should never remove your rivals whilst you're at war, because you have no way of putting them back there. That's something I wanted changed for a while, but just because I want something doesn't mean I can always get it. But I always try to get what I want. Wherever I go, I must purge. Sitting on too much manpower, frankly. What the heck? Can't say I saw that coming, Chief. Okay, here's a... Do it. It'll probably push me a good chunk over force limit, but like I say, you can't worry about these things. I'll throw away some mercenaries when all is said and done. Like now, for example. Trebizond, I got some extra dip rep. Do you want to be my vassal yet? No. Of course you don't. Yeah, I should really eventually build a fort on my capital, since people do keep going for it. Urbanization. Whew, worth it. I don't even know where all these provinces are, but worth it. So long, mercs. You were good to me. Alright, Jump, you're finally showing us what they're made of. It should actually concern me a little bit, the way that they're going. I wonder what they're going to try to do, perhaps intercept these lads. No, actually, I have no idea where they're off to and what they're doing. But they seem dangerous, we should kill them. Speaking of dangerous, get out of here. I was about to say, that was a pretty fast jump, your fight. Troops are good, but not quite that good. Not yet, at least. That'll do as well. Have some smaller units grab the land, but otherwise, there's nothing to worry about. Nothing to even concern myself with here. That said, though, I shouldn't split up too much. This is what it is, but it gives me a bit of a melancholy feeling. It's just stomping on others to establish Ibadi. Would be nice if New Toggart could establish it a bit better in the New World. Oh, bless his cottons, he is trying. But it means that I don't have to pay attention to too much. Like I say, I always play my best when I have my back to the wall, so it makes me kind of sad when that's not the case. At least if I establish some nice big marches, and maybe even, you know, a friend, they'll be able to do quite a bit more fighting for me. Yeah, I want that land after all. Yeah. I think that spread of disease event is trying to tell you something about your campaign, Jake. Let's not dig into Mzab here. Mzab have done well. Oh, shoot. Just as I say that, I'm walking straight into certain death here. Don't think my people will do all that well in this fight, if there's only so many of them there. There we go. That's unfortunate because it counts as a lost battle, which is definitely not what you want in a show superiority war. I'll need to win 2 more without fail. Okay, this has been a ton of fun, but I don't care that much about the north. Perhaps I should just focus on a stranglehold down here. Focus well on your lands. You know, I always used to fight like dirt in around this area. Maybe I shouldn't be so fast to use the phrase used to, but this doesn't seem to be going too bad. Not that there's too much difficulty going on here. I wonder if I should go for the 100, or if it's really worth it. Grabbing the forts should prove plenty enough. Forts and battles. Oh, liking that. Colonial Assembly. What are they all on about? I don't know what triggers that. I haven't looked into it. Probably, possibly, maybe tech related. In any case, this is all really Naji land. It's not of my concern. That said, I won't be able to demand this land for me if we go through that route. So I might have to carve a little path north to grab that. And I can just hand it over to Naj after the war is over. But I would quite like to establish our good little friend there, Tabaristan. Tabaristan I don't think ever grew, so there won't be any other cores of theirs hanging around. Would be a foolish thing to say, because there's one right there. That looks satisfactory though, if we can manage to push to the 100. Assembly is when they have 100 development. Alright, thanks for that. The more you know. Come now, what are they also afraid of? And why the strange route to get to Merv? I need one more battle or else I won't get my ticking war score from showing my superiority. We're working on it. Work on it a bit faster though, please. That'll do it. Why not speed 4? We got nothing to worry about. Well, that might be something to worry about if he goes for our troops that are all left alone. See? Nothing to worry about. Get out of what I now claim to be my land. That's a long way from being able to demand this stuff, but at least we could split up a bit. Get it all into our welcome bosom. There really never was anything to worry about. Could feed Naj a whole bunch of the Ottomans. But then again, I've already warned Trebizond, so it's unlikely that they'll go for Ottomans. They can't go for Persia either, since I also border Persia, so the warning takes effect there. But Georgia is still a possibility, because I do not border Georgia. I don't want them fighting Georgia and growing ever larger. Because I have this strange dream that I might just be able to get them as a vassal. A ludicrous notion, frankly. They're probably better off being my friend than anything else. Forced migration's a strange casus belli. Don't ask me why we added it. Because I doubt I'll have a satisfactory answer. A touch more from battles and maybe a fort or two, we'll have it in the bag. Trouble is there's just so much of this land to take over. It will probably become quite cumbersome after a while. Joe nations. After 1.15 I'm going to be playing on hard mode for every campaign. There's a reason for that, and the reason will become clearer in time. Just a little bit. Pop. Okay, it's not much, but it'll do. And as coalitions go, it's not much, and it won't do. Shame I can't grab Basra out of all of it, but this is satisfactory. Yeah, a good chunk of it goes to my glorious friend Naj. And once I convert these 3 provinces... Pop. There's probably better things I could have done with a peace deal than that, but hey, who is even keeping score? Iraq, what are you even doing here? Why do you exist? And why are you not part of Naj? Well, it gives us something to do whilst we convert this land. So Trebizond about that hole, and they still go, nope. In fact, they're even less likely, but that's because my dip rep took a smacking when I decided that that's a good number of... You know, I can give this land away already. Because I already have these provinces, I'm already converting them. I just need to finish the conversions and spit them out as a vassal. It's as good a reason as any to hand them over. Yeah, why not? Let's actually get you sorted by a way that I can actually see you. Oh, also, Leon was meant to become my march, not just any old vassal. Happy days. Gotta be fairly careful here that I'm not just throwing the wrong things at them. You know, sometimes when I sit down to stream this, I think, who is actually going to be watching this? It's just, you know, carrying on something with a nation I've already won with. But then I remember there are people that watched the entire Ryukyu world conquest. And then I cease to worry. Couple more, but I still need those 3. Markazi. I think this Grant province feature has been one of the greatest helps to doing world conquests. But you won't be seeing me do world conquests for quite some time, probably not even until Europa Universalis 5, whenever that could happen. They take a lot of time, and they are exhausting. It's half and half here. I think we'll just go with take it, because I do like to take things. But then... Nah, we gotta remember our roots here. Hoi 4? Yeah, Hoi 4 as well. I am really looking forward to streaming that. Of course it'll have to come out first, and do I have a date for that? Of course I don't. Sadly, if I did, I wouldn't be able to share it here anyway. I don't know where Taina is. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I should be coring it, not converting it. Normally I like to convert first just to get that revolt risk down, but I am also quite keen on keeping overextension below 100% whilst I do all this jiggery pokery. I watched Ryukyu in quarter speed on YouTube. I was so enthralled. Jeez, quarter speed, it would have lasted 240 hours at that rate. Scary. Okay, this isn't for me. This is for my good friend Naj. Probably be better for me to take it for myself then give it to Naj, because then I would get the reduction of liberty desire from them. But, you know, why even worry? There we go. Naj don't get half price coring on this because it's all part of Asia. Naj are probably going to have revolts and maybe even some difficulty converting provinces, but I believe in Naj, and you should too. Still, I'll be keeping some units around to help them with revolts. Can any of these blasted provinces support my men? Actually, it's a little troublesome that I didn't grab, for example, Elam or Basra to connect up these provinces. But hey, troublesome is what I do, right? I wonder what Lyon's range is. They got Tech 21, just like I do. Religious offensive, influence, quality, defensive. Wonder what they can do with all that. Well, I don't know why I've left you out there for so long, and where is the rest of my fleet? I think I used to have quite a bit more heavies than that. Oh well, they're learning the Davy Jones locker combination. Check your admin points are way too high. Finding it difficult to disagree with that, but what do I do with it all? I mean, I could grab an extra merchant, but nah. Okay, now there are more people to enlarge. Mogadishu is doing very respectively. They've even got 5 diplomatic ideas fleshed out. Religious, rather. Which means they're 2 away from getting another +2 on converting these horrific Sunnis. Point is, Ajiran need to go. Are 40,000 of our troops enough for that? Let's have a look. I love Ajiran, they're a great country, but they have to go. Oh man, they've stuck forts everywhere because they know I'm coming. And they're also probably a really big one to chew up. 300 and many. Okay, I think it's high time we concentrated on diplomatic ideas. Gonna need that extra diplomat, right? Wrong. As wrong as it gets. I miss quantity. I could have a much larger army, but I do not. I mean, gee, these numbers, unimpressive. Oh well, let's see what we can do against Ajiran with 40,000. Besides, our friends might get involved. Trebizond, do you want to be my vassal yet? Of course not. It's going to take a long time for that trust to grow, let me tell you. Yeah, Muffin Man strikes right at the crux of the matter here. Always so conflicted at this point. What's the point when you've reached Babby Nation mode already? Yeah, that's a feeling I often have, but it also feels nice to see the end result after you remember the hardships and everything you went through to get there. Alright, Ajiran, you actually kicked my ass fairly thoroughly last time. Let's see what I can do against you with these guys. Alright, I was meant to be releasing a nation at this point. Ah, well. Like I said, why worry about these things? Worrying's no good for anyone. Oh yeah. Maybe that's something worth worrying about. He's got that blockaded as well, but if I take this I'll be able to walk across unopposed. Still, he's going to be defending in mountains. Yeah, many things to consider. We'll just see how he plays it out. Hopefully my vassals don't jump in balls first into the conflict. Yeah, my fort isn't going to hold out very well. It's outdated and he's got 14 cannons sitting there. But his forts are in a similar predicament. Not quite as bad, but similar. Extra... What to do with all these merchants? I haven't really given it much thought how to divvy them up. Money going to Sevilla is always a good thing. Money going to Constantinople's a great thing. We already make the Manola from there. I can drag some of that great Crimean money towards Constantinople. Who's to say? Sana may fall quickly, but then they would probably move on over to Truba. And from then on, oh lord, what is it with them and their amazing generals? Oh well, I have faith we can get one as well. Do we actually have the space for an extra one? We do not. We have no shock on our side. I wouldn't exactly call that any reasonable amount of shock. Oh well, we'll win anyway. Let's do this. Now we can't transfer that general over there. So I need Sana to hold out for 2 months. Very unlikely, but possible. Possible, he says. Oh, shoot. Oh, of course, he's occupied that side, so it doesn't matter. I can't grab it. Could throw a quickie merc on it. Again, Sana will have to hold out for even longer. Unlikely, but possible. But possible. Very unlikely at this rate. Jake, the hardest is to play seriously when you get big. Yeah, that is true. Like I said, Sana, hold on out for me. Ah, you tried. The unfortunate part about that is that they managed to... they managed to get their general over there as well. Right, you are now pretty useless, but I don't know what to do with you. The fort will fall in no time, mind. That's kind of a long journey there. It's not that long for me, and it is mountainous. 19th of October, 1st of November. 25th of October, 1st of November. 28th, 9th, 30th. He's locked. Risky biscuits. Well, let's see if we can't really ravage him here. Get ready for the ultimate strategy. Come on, take a bite of peach. I won't have the time to enact the ultimate strategy. I should have had myself set up for it ahead of time. Base production, but 10 years of unrest. Lots of unrest. They also lose loyalty and gain influence. These are my merchant guilds we're talking about. You know, these guys I haven't been paying attention to that I could get all this support from. But why worry about it? I'm not scared of you guys. Take your influence. Wouldn't mind getting a bit more out of you all, though. Ka-ching. It's a bit dangerous to give them a little bit more influence, but we'll do it anyway. Because I want all that everything. I want that Diplo power. And oh, I want that money. Don't need it at all. But that's not the point, and that should never be the point. Okay, it is unfortunate. If my boats were there quicker, I could have blocked him from crossing over. Oh, snap! He was going to stop there anyway? Of course he had to. My fort's right there. Oh well. He may have the shock, but we have the moves. Where can he even run to? Nowhere is the answer. Locked by fort. Thank you. Come again. Oh, right, yeah, you guys are not necessary there. Please stay away from the... please stay away from dying. Oh, this is troublesome. Because now he will be able to